Thank y'all for tuning in to Good TV with Ray to check out another great episode of the Talkin podcast. And I am your host, Ray. I know we've been gone for a minute, but we back and we, finna be dropping a lot of more content and we finna, get into a lot of the, the stuff that's finna be going on with the podcast. And like I said, I'm your boy Ray. And my guest I got on the episode for today, some of y'all, the people who's been here, with me since day one, maybe I already know who he is, but I'm gonna let him introduce himself and we're gonna get this thing started.
Alright, so it's your boy Tristan, and I'd like to thank my dad for letting me be a guest on this podcast today.
Oh yeah, okay. So we're gonna get this thing started with what's been going on with you? I know school just started up. You had your first 2 days of school and your first 2 days of football practice. So how's school been going? The first 2 days, how was school?
The first 2 days, it was like a regular day of like school. Like you go to your classes, but
yeah, you're in middle school now, so it's different. You got 8 classes now. You ain't got just
classes than usual. But I feel like it's gonna be the same as last year, but like we got more classes. Like we're gonna be doing the work, like and really just trying to make it through the year.
Yeah. And how's football going? Which I know y'all ain't next week is y'all first day of actual putting on pads, so this week, the first 2 days, y'all kind of just, doing a few drills and stuff like that, huh?
Well, I feel like our team, I like the coach and met the coaches. I feel like our team.
You said you like the coach? You sure? He kind of trying to miss your boy over.
But besides that, I feel like if our team can actually put in the work that we can put in.
Put the work in that need to be put in.
Yeah.
We
can
win it.
Yes.
The championship.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't won it before, so you know what type of talent needs to be on the team to win. So you know what it takes to get to that. What was that? Your first year?
Yeah, first year.
Y'all lost one game during the regular season.
Yes.
And then after that, hey, got y'all revenge on them during playoffs and won it all, won the championship, right?
Yep.
So, and I know, first off, what position you play?
Well, at the time I was playing guard on offense, but now I'm playing defensive end.
And you was playing defense too, though. You've always been one of the bigger kids, so you've been playing defense and offense all your years. But you're saying now your focus is more so on
defense.
Yeah, and once you get to the point to where you're playing one position, you're saying your one position is going to be defensive end.
Yes.
And how was you started actually, I had you, lifting weights and stuff this summer and actually had you a trainer. How was, going from never lifting weights to lifting weights and how your body feeling and all that and stuff. So
well, my coach that I had this summer, I feel like that.
Coach Edwards?
Yes, Coach Edwards.
Yeah, out there in Callaway.
I think that like him had me put in the work that we was working out with, when we was there.
some of the stuff. I say all the stuff.
Well, like all the stuff, like got me ready for lifting the weights and like got me ready for football. And we did some drill. We did drills on playing defensive end.
A bunch of new stuff too, like some stuff you ain't never been out here doing no box jumps and some other little stuff that's gonna get you explosive. Like a lot of that stuff was new, huh?
Yes.
I remember you coming home one day and I asked you what the next day what you saw. You were like, yeah. I mean, hey, that's what it takes. That's what it takes. And with you being sore, let's let you know, okay. Being sore, it could be you was doing something wrong and something's hurting that you shouldn't be hurting. But with you doing the proper workouts, you was hurting in the right areas as if you was doing the correct stuff. And one thing that I can say about you, and it's not just because you my son, but one thing that I do see, you don't give up, you don't complain. Even at times when it do, the workouts get a little tough, you still, push through and give it your all. I can't say that about you. And that's one thing I do like. So, and as far as with the season this year, how do you think y'all gonna do as a team, and how do you think you gonna do as an individual, like as you playing defensive end, you think you gonna get some sacks, or you think you gonna play at the potential that you should play in, like you feel everything's gonna pay out, that all the work you put in this summer.
So mainly the goal is to just do more, like be better than I was last year.
Yeah.
And like having Coach Edwards there, I feel like that I am gonna be better than what I was last year. But as a team, I feel like at a time we can all start actually being like
Once y'all
actually.
get in y'all groove,
Yes.
actually, cause y'all only 2 practices in, and then it was no pass, so you really ain't got a real chance to see who can do what yet. But next week will be that time where you see what's really going on.
Yeah.
So, and man, far as that go, like, okay, you been putting in the work, lifting weights, and and doing all that stuff. How do you feel about that? Like, far as like just you lifting weights, like, do you feel like, hey, I feel like I'm getting stronger, like I can feel myself moving a little faster, or or whatever the case may be.
So really, when I first started lifting weights, I thought I was gonna lift. I never thought I could lift that as much as
you did.
I did. So
Yeah.
I feel like that. Yes, I was getting stronger, and I started.
And you moving on the right track. Yeah. Hey, what's up, man? I can honestly say I'm I am proud of you. Like I said, like I just said, hey, I feel like your work ethic is where it should be. And I said, you don't complain, and I didn't see you when some of the workouts, on how you be looking, hey, it's a little tough on you. But I can't say, man, you never give up. You always keep pushing and continue to try to do your best. So that's one, and that right there alone is what's gonna separate you from a lot of people. Because a lot of people, their work ethic is not where it should be. You got some people who got talent and don't want to do that extra stuff to get right or whatever. Or you got some people, they might not be where they need to be, but they don't want to put the work in to get to that next level. So, and what's your goals? Like, I know every child who's in sports, whatever it may be, football, basketball, baseball, whatever it is, their goal is to make it to the pros. That's your goal, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But it's steps before making it to the pros. So let's just say everything go as planned. You putting in the work, you get better every year. You get to high school, you a 4 or 5 star recruit. You doing everything. What's a college that your right now, your top 3 colleges that you would love to play for?
Alright, so as right now, because I could change my mind as I get older.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
As right now, number 1, I'm gonna go at Alabama.
Alabama. Why Alabama?
Because I think Alabama has like a good coaching staff. They're like these past years. I've seen them play, and they're from the great coaches.
Alabama ain't done nothing since Saban left. You know Nick Saban, right?
Yeah.
All right.
But I feel like as the time goes on, there's probably gonna be another coach that can do something for their team.
Yeah, I can see that too. Alabama has always been a good program. I mean, so they're gonna figure it out.
For number 2, I'll say Ohio State.
Ohio State. Everybody want to go there. Ohio State always a top tier team.
And number 3, I don't know. Number 3 is either like LSU or Texas.
Texas Longhorns, A&M, Texas Tech.
Longhorns. Well, Texas Longhorns.
Okay.
But
and all them good schools.
I feel like they have their work ethic I feel like they work harder than other teams. It's just
Texas.
Yes, Texas. I feel like they work harder than most of these other teams they play. But like I said with Alabama, it's probably gonna be another coach that can really do something for the team.
Get them over the hump. They Texas, for years they was a top tier team, then they kind of fell off. But now they back to, being a contender team to, win some stuff. So last year didn't go as planned, but they still a good team. They got who is it? Arch Manning over there, Eli nephew. Yeah, one of the greats for the Giants. For the people who don't know, I'm a big time Giants fan. Yeah, we got my boy back, ODB. All right, now that I said something, about the Giants. Like I said, this is, we talking about if everything goes planned. Okay, now you go to your top school, you get to college, you this all-star defensive end, you getting all the sacks like you supposed to, getting the stops, helping your team win, and everything. Now it's time to get drafted. Give me 3 teams that you would love to play for.
There's no 3 teams. It's only.
Now you gotta give me 3. Well, of course you're gonna have your number 1, but you gotta give 3 teams that you would love to play for.
So number 1, the Seahawks.
Why Seahawks?
I've always.
DK ain't there no more. I know DK was one of your favorite players, but he ain't there no more.
But the Seahawks, they've had like a good team.
Yeah, I mean they won a Super Bowl, so yeah, Winning a Super Bowl don't happen by accident.
And I want to say the second, probably the Giants.
The Giants?
The
Are you
Gi-
just saying that because that's my team or that's
No, because the Giants have had some legends, and I want to be part of that list of so-called the legends.
Yep, yep.
And number 3, probably the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Listen, because the Cowboys have a good defensive line. It's just the
Their defense was trash last year.
No, it was just because they lost money.
Now their offense was top tier, but their defense was the reason why they were losing games. I mean, but by the time you get there, things may be different. You know, they may be that superstar team again, like they were back in the '90s. But they ain't done nothing since then. The '90s, for you Cowboy fans out there, they ain't done nothing since the '90s. But you know, us being from Texas, well, he's not from Texas, but I'm from Texas. My mom's from Texas, so my mom is a big time Cowboy fan. So that might be a little influence on why he's said the Cowboys. So, but yeah. Nah, that's cool, man. That's cool. And so football season is coming up. It is coming up. We ain't got long. I know for college, preseason finna be starting soon. And you know, we still got about another month or so before the NFL kickoff. Who I know, who is it? I know the Giants play the Cowboys week 1, Sunday night game. Who you got winning?
I got the Giants.
Why you got the Giants?
Because now the Giants they got some good players. They got Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterboo.
The truth.
And to add on to that list, they got OBJ, and like they got a good team.
Yeah. So, and you know, Malik coming back, even though he is coming back off an injury, but he looking good right now. So, and who you think gonna go to the Super Bowl this year? If you had to say right now, your 2 teams, you think that's gonna go to the Super Bowl? Or not even just the 2 teams that gonna go to the Super Bowl. Who's just name a few teams that you think got a good shot at making it to the Super Bowl.
So first,
do you see Seahawks going back?
yes, I do.
So you see them, you know, keeping that same momentum going into this season and being a good team.
Yeah. But I feel like the Giants, they can.
You feel like now see, are you just saying this because that's my team and you trying, you know, make me feel good, or is this what you really truly feel?
The Giants can make it because, like I was saying, they got a good team. They got some good receivers. And if they keep doing what they was doing, they have a chance of making it.
I say playoffs for sure for my Giants. Now Super Bowl, I can't say. I gotta let the season play out. But as of right now, I say playoffs for sure. Playoffs for sure. So.
What else?
What about Baltimore? How you think Lamar gonna do. You know, Lamar just had a bad rating on the top 100. He got a 69. You know, this is
I feel
Mr.
like-
2 times MVP.
I feel like it is too much hate on Lamar, as him being the main factor to his team as being a QB. But I think Baltimore, they could probably make it.
So, you know, they got who's that? They got Derrick Henry. They got who's that? Say Flowers. I want to say.
They got they got some good players, but I feel like they could probably make it to the playoffs.
How you think Lamar gonna do? You think he gonna have one of them MVP type seasons, or it's just
I think it's gonna be
good enough just to help his team win?
I feel like it's gonna be
MVP type season?
I feel like it's gonna be good enough to help his team. Because right now, Lamar, like as the hate is going on, it's probably changing like his mindset to the game.
Yeah. They probably, just like we see it, he see it. He probably getting in that mode like, okay, they put me at 69, so they with that him being 69, that's putting a lot of QBs ahead of him, saying that they better. So for sure he gonna have a little chip on his shoulder.
So like that's gonna cause he's gonna show.
It's gonna give him that extra spark that he needs
to show them that
I'm the man.
He could be like a higher rated.
Yeah. How you think? Who is it? Josh Allen. He's always one of the top QBs in the league. You feel like he deserves that, or his team is that good, or
Josh Allen has? I don't know. It's not. I feel like it's him and what's the running back name?
Cook.
Yeah.
That's on his team.
Yes, I feel like it's just him and Josh that's setting up, that's really that's really scoring the points, because
For Buffalo.
the receivers for Buffalo they haven't been doing good these past years.
I mean, they didn't make it to a championship, not a Super Bowl, but a championship a time or two. I mean, the Bills, they always one of them teams you can't count them out. Even though like Kansas City last season was terrible, but before that, they was always one of them teams. You can never count them out, especially with having old Patty Melt over there. And he coming back off an injury. How you think he gonna do? You think he gonna get back to being that top quarterback that everybody see, or is he gonna take a step back from coming back from an injury?
I feel like he's gonna do good. I feel like he's gonna do good, but I don't feel like he's gonna, cause him coming off an injury, that's probably gonna kinda give him some like a little bit of disadvantage, because he's just coming off an injury. They had a bad season.
Yeah, they did.
But
I mean, sometimes people come off injuries, and like I said, hey, that's a little more extra motivation for them, just for that simple fact alone. Hey, I'm coming off an injury. Everybody probably count me out. Hey, I gotta prove that I'm still a man.
He's gonna prove that he can still add a factor to like his team.
Them winning.
Yes, but
they just picked up the running back from the Seahawks. Yeah.
But he's not gonna be. I don't feel like he's gonna be the best, but
quarterback?
Yeah, not the best quarterback, but I think he's gonna do good.
Okay. Okay. Well, now we talk about injuries. Travis Hunter, he had a big time injury last year, so he coming back off of injury. How you think he gonna?
Travis Hunter, I've been seeing little things about Travis Hunter. All for like the workouts he's been doing now, seeing. I feel like Travis Hunter gonna have a good year.
Good year. Yeah, I feel like that too. I feel like like you said, from the stuff I've been seeing, he moving good. And then lately, I done seen a few clips of a training camp that's what been going on lately. He look like he gonna be, the Travis Hunter that everybody know him to be. And he done put on a little weight. He done got a little buff. So he may be even better. Never know. What you like I said, your one of your favorite players is DK Metcalf. What you think he gonna do with the Steelers this year? This is his second season with the Steelers. So what you think he gonna do better than last year? I would say last year I ain't gonna say it was a bad season, but yeah, it wasn't the DK that we're used to.
I feel like DK is probably gonna have. DK is gonna show them that he's gonna show them that one bad season not gonna mess up everything.
Yeah, I believe that too. And I feel like a lot of people go off that. Sometimes a lot of people, you can have a good player and they have one bad season and everybody think that's the end for them. So sometimes, hey, ain't nothing wrong with having one bad season. Sometimes, prime example, Saquon. He left the Giants when the Eagles was rated the best running back that year. Got the rushing title, Super Bowl champ, then turned around the season after that, really didn't do nothing. Some people probably say, oh yeah, see, I knew it was a fluke. Yeah, he washed. Saquon been putting up good numbers, even with the Giants with our trash line. And as much as I would hate to say it, him being with the Eagles, I feel like he's gonna do a lot better this year than what he did last year. So, and I know you said you wanted to start doing a day in the life. You be seeing all these, up and coming superstars doing this day in the life. What made you say, you know what? I want to, start recording, my life, my workouts, my day to day, as an athlete, getting prepared to,
Because I feel like in most of these day in the lives, it's not like just like a regular day. It's like they actually like working out. So, and I feel like I do the same thing. So I want to start like doing day in the lives because it's not like it's just different because they're already up and coming and they got all these people that's liking their players. But in their videos they're actually showing you like what they do in these workouts.
What it takes to get to that level.
Yeah.
The work you gotta put in, to become that top recruit. Or that best running back or best wide receiver or best DN or whatever on your team. So yeah, that's good, that you've been watching them. And yeah, man, we gonna attack that thing head first. We definitely gonna, bring y'all some good content, And we ain't gonna, sugarcoat nothing. We gonna keep everything raw and uncut. So times when he tripping, he might get out there crying or something. That's going on the video. I hope he don't get out there crying. Now he ain't never, done no crying during the workouts. I'm just messing with him. But it's definitely gonna be raw. So I mean, times where he messing up, I'm definitely gonna be getting on to him. Y'all gonna see all that. Times when he with his trainer. Hey, like I said, everything gonna be raw. Y'all gonna see, man. Y'all gonna see my boy putting that work in that needs to be put in. So, I just, we hope y'all enjoy it and stick with us and continue to watch my boy grow during his journey. He's in his first year of middle school, in the 6th grade, and this is his last year of Little League. And yeah, let's talk about that. Like, what's with this being your last year of Little League football? What's your goals for this season? Other than winning the championship.
As this being my last year, like I wanna, like that's kind of for everybody. Like it's your last year, you gotta make it go out with
a bang.
So I want to make it like one of the years that like the best year I've ever had, because it's the last year. It's not like we haven't been doing no work to get there.
Right.
It's like, it's the last year. You gotta really show what you've been working for and like what you've been doing. So, cause you can't just like be out there showing people these workouts, and it's when you get on the field, it's like you haven't been doing no workouts.
Right. Like you pretty much posting these videos, doing these workouts for nothing.
Yeah.
No, but I feel that, and I'm glad you had that, that mindset. So, and that's like I said, man. Just stick with us. Hope y'all continue to tune in to watch, the episodes of the podcast, and most definitely once we start dropping these day in lives, hope y'all tune in and check my boy out, getting his work into, perfecting his craft. And the end goal, hopefully one day y'all see my boy on the big screen, man. So, you got anything that you want to tell the people before, we get up out of here? Anything? I know you're a little gamer. You be on Twitch and stuff. Well, what type of games you be playing on your Twitch? Like, what you be doing?
It's like, like college football. I've been playing college football lately. Cause really, when I go like live on Twitch, I'm always playing some type of football game. So just and I like the college football, so I'm gonna just play that. I'll play like a little bit of Roblox.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll play 2K. Yeah. You gonna see me playing with some other people on 2K or like on college.
He trash, y'all.
No, I'm not.
On that college, he trash. I be seeing him play.
I'm better than him. I'm not trash.
Ask him when the last time he beat me. Since I'm trash. Ask him what happened last time we played, people.
He won by 2 points.
You sure?
Yes, it was 2 points.
You sure it was just 2?
It was just 2.
I don't remember that.
Because I went for a 2-point conversion and I missed it.
I don't think it was just two, but I mean that's what he say. But hey, a win is a win. What they say on Fast and Furious, it don't matter if it's by an inch or a mile. A win is a win. Nah, but yeah, man. Like I said, I hope y'all continue to tune in. That's all we got for you, man. Just wanted to, have my boy on, tell you what he got going on. Pretty much just let y'all know that this day in the life is coming, and be on the lookout for, my boy putting in work in and perfecting his craft. And that's how we gonna end this thing, man. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, stick with us. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the Good TV with Ray, so y'all can continue to check out Talkin Podcast and see my boy get his work. We out.